take people back, 1G actually was the normal analog voice communication, and 2G was the digital voice. South Africa ended on the 2G level, where we had digital voice instead of analog. Then people started putting data on. If you remember that we had GPRS, Edge, these things that were still related to the voice channels in terms of a cell phone, but they were not that fast. That was known as 2.5G. Then came 3G, which was a solid data mode, and that was supposed to give you sort of close to a megabit per second, so getting towards real, what they call broadband data. And then people also started looking 3.5, that's the HSPA, the stuff that we see nowadays, which goes from 7, 21, 40 megabits per second. 4G though is what they call the long-term evolution, and it's happening. In other words, we're starting to sell quite a lot of 4G antennas now in Europe, and also some in Australia. And this is a new standard that is actually brand new in the sense that it even occupies new spectrum. The reason why we're excited about it is this stuff is now aiming at getting 100 megabit per second, faster than you've ever seen in terms of ADSL. So I believe 4G is going to be the technology that will really establish, in others, wireless as the fixed, almost the only access technology in the long run. And the reason we're excited is it's the first technology that involves 2 or more antennas on the receive side. So you no longer can get the performance with just one antenna. It's not just like antennas are nice to have. You have to have them in order to achieve those high data rates. And we've got pictures in Sweden where guys go for one antenna, and you can actually just see, and it doesn't make like a doubling difference. You go from say 10 to 80 megabits per second when you put the second antenna on. So it's inherent in the whole technology. They call it MIMO. And for us it's interesting because it's a whole new area of innovation. We believe, suddenly antennas is not, like I say, something that just gets you signal when you're in a bad signal area. Suddenly antenna is a necessary thing, and you can make big difference to what people are going to get with clever antenna design. That's what we love to do. South Africa has always been, in a sense, a leading country in terms of what we do on cellular. Because we ended the game late, we actually could get some of the better technologies going. So I know that both MTN, Vodacom are certainly, I think MTN has announced some trial rollouts. Even some operators like Ibis, I think, have played around and put some 4G systems in place. So I think it's not going to be long before we get 4G in South Africa.